Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 6, Book 60, number 354. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, Allah created his creation, and when he had finished it, the womb got up and caught hold of Allah, whereupon Allah said, What is the matter? On that, it said, I seek refuge with you from those who sever the ties of kith and kin. On that Allah said, Will you be satisfied if I bestow my favors on him who keeps your ties, and withhold my favors from him who severs your ties? On that it said, Yes, O my Lord. Then Allah said, That is for you. Abu Hurairah added, If you wish, you can recite, Would you then, if you were given the authority, do mischief in the land and sever your ties of kinship? 47:22. Volume 6, Book 60, number 355. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. As above, number 354, but added. Then Allah's Apostle said, Recite if you wish, would you then? 47.22. Volume 6, Book 60, number 356. Narrated by Muawiyah bin Abi al-Muzarrad. Allah's Apostle said, Recite if you wish, would you then if you were given the authority? 47.22. Volume 6, Book 60, number 357. Narrated by Aslam. While Allah's Apostle was proceeding at night during one of his journeys and Umar bin al-Khattab was traveling beside him, Umar asked him about something, but Allah's Apostle did not reply. He asked again, but he did not reply. And then he asked, for the third time. But he did not reply. On that, Umar bin al-Khattab said to himself, Thakalat Umar, may Umar's mother lose her son. I asked Allah's Apostle 3 times, but he did not reply. Umar then said, I made my camel run faster and went ahead of the people, and I was afraid that some Quranic verses might be revealed about me. But before getting involved in any other matter, I heard somebody calling me. I said to myself, I fear that some Quranic verses have been revealed about me, and so I went to Allah's Apostle and greeted him. He, Allah's Apostle, said, Tonight a surah has been revealed to me, and it is dearer to me than that on which the sun rises, i.e. the world. Then he recited, Verily, we have given you a manifest victory. 48.1. Volume 6, Book 60, number 358. Narrated by Anas. Verily, we have given you, O Muhammad, a manifest victory. Refers to Al-Hudaybiyah Peace Treaty. Volume 6, Book 60, number 359. Narrated by Abdullah bin Mughaffal. On the day of the conquest of Mecca, the Prophet recited Surat Al-Fath in a vibrating and pleasant voice. Muawiyah, the subnarrator, said, If I could imitate the recitation of the Prophet I would do so. Volume 6, Book 60, number 360. Narrated by Al-Mughira. The Prophet used to offer night prayers till his feet became swollen. Somebody said to him, Allah has forgiven you your faults of the past and those to follow. On that, he said, Shouldn't I be a thankful slave of Allah? Volume 6, Book 60, number 361. Narrated by Aisha. The Prophet used to offer prayer at night, for such a long time, that his feet used to crack. I said, O Allah's Apostle, why do you do it since Allah has forgiven you your faults of the past and those to follow? He said, Shouldn't I love to be a thankful slave of Allah? When he became old, he prayed while sitting, but if he wanted to perform a bowing, he would get up, recite some other verses, and then perform the bowing. Volume 6, Book 60, number 362. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr bin al-As. This verse, Verily we have sent you, O Muhammad, as a witness, as a bringer of glad tidings and as a warner. 48.8, which is in the Quran, appears in the surah thus: Verily we have sent you, O Muhammad, as a witness, as a bringer of glad tidings and as a warner, and as a protector for the illiterates, i.e., the Arabs. You are my slave and my apostle, and I have named you al-Mutawakkil, one who depends upon Allah. Why? O you are neither hard-hearted nor of fierce character, nor one who shouts in the markets. You do not return evil for evil, but excuse and forgive. Allah will not take you unto him till he guides through you a crooked, curved nation on the right path by causing them to say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. With such a statement he will cause to open blind eyes, deaf ears and hardened hearts. Volume 6, Book 60, number 363. Narrated by Al-Bara. While a man from the companions of the Prophet was reciting Quran, and his horse was tied in the house, the horse got startled and started jumping. The man came out, looked around but could not find anything. Yet the horse went on jumping. The next morning he mentioned that to the Prophet. The Prophet said, that was the tranquility, calmness, which descended because of the recitation of the Quran. Volume 6, Book 60, number 364. Narrated by Jabir. We were 1,400 on the day of Al-Hudaybiyah. Volume 6, Book 60, number 365. Narrated by Uqba bin Sarban. Abdullah bin Mughaffal al-Mazani, who was one of those who witnessed the event of the tree, said, the Prophet forbade the throwing of small stones with 2 fingers. Abdullah bin al-Mughaffal al-Mazani also said, the Prophet also forbade urinating at the place where one takes a bath. Volume 6, Book 60, number 366. Narrated by Thabit bin ad-Dahik, who was one of the companions of the tree, those who swore allegiance to the Prophet beneath the tree at Al-Hudaybiyah. Volume 6, Book 60, number 367. Narrated by Habib bin Abi Thabit. I went to Abu Wail to ask him about those who had rebelled against Ali. On that Abu Wail said, we were at Siffin, a city on the bank of the Euphrates, the place where battle took place between Ali and Muawiyah. A man said, will you be on the side of those who are called to consult Allah's book, to settle the dispute? Ali said, yes, I agree that we should settle the matter in the light of the Quran. Some people objected to Ali's agreement and wanted to fight. On that Sa'al bin Hunayf said, blame yourselves. I remember how, on the day of Al-Hudaybiyah, i.e. the peace treaty between the Prophet and the Quraysh pagans, if we had been allowed to choose fighting, we would have fought the pagans. At that time, Umar came to the Prophet and said, aren't we on the right path, and they, pagans, in the wrong? Won't our killed persons go to paradise, and theirs in the fire? The Prophet replied, yes. Umar further said, then why should we let our religion be degraded and return before Allah has settled the matter between us? The Prophet said, O the son of Al-Khattab, no doubt, I am Allah's apostle and Allah will never neglect me. So Umar left the place angrily, and he was so impatient that he went to Abu Bakr and said, O Abu Bakr, aren't we on the right path, and they, pagans, on the wrong? Abu Bakr said, O the son of Al-Khattab, he is Allah's apostle, and Allah will never neglect him. Then Surah Al-Fath, the victory, was revealed.